Have you ever wondered what happens behind the closed doors of international politics? The clandestine maneuvers, the silent chess games played out on a global scale. Let's pull back the curtain and delve into the shadows. Today we're going to talk about a recently leaked CIA report that sends shivers down our collective spine. It reveals a covert invasion strategy not from a plot of a Hollywood blockbuster but from a real-world superpower, China. The target, the Philippines. Now, imagine the ripple effects of such a strategy. A country destabilized, a region thrown into chaos. This is not just about the Philippines. It has the potential to upset the delicate balance of power in the South China Sea, affecting millions of lives and multiple nations. But how is this possible? Well, it's all about the build-up. Over the recent years, China has been bolstering its military might, flexing its muscles in a show of power that's hard to ignore. From conducting significant military exercises in Africa and near Taiwan to a 300% increase in military operations, the dragon is indeed awake and it's breathing fire. And it's not just about boots on the ground. China has been making waves, quite literally, in the maritime domain as well. Provocative actions in international waters, attempts at territorial expansion, the creation of artificial islands. It's a multi-pronged strategy designed to intimidate and dominate. What could possibly be the reason behind these actions? Is this merely a show of strength, or is there a more sinister plan at play? Keep watching until the end for the answer. And as we delve deeper into this enigma, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Stay informed, stay curious, and together, let's uncover the truth. Why the Philippines? What's so special about this country that it's become the target of a superpower's covert operations? A cursory glance at the map reveals the strategic importance of the Philippines. Nestled at the eastern edge of the South China Sea, the Philippines serves as a gateway, a vital corridor for trade, and a geopolitical hotspot. It's a strategic chess piece in the grand game of global powers. But to truly understand its significance, we must delve into the history of China's interest in the South China Sea. For centuries, China has viewed this region as its blue soil, a maritime extension of its territorial sovereignty. From the Han Dynasty's maritime expeditions to the modern-day People's Republic, the South China Sea has remained a constant in China's geopolitical calculus. Now, imagine if China gains control over the Philippines. The potential benefits are immense. It would give China an unprecedented advantage in the South China Sea, transforming it into a Chinese lake, effectively controlling one of the world's busiest shipping lanes. It would also provide a strategic buffer against any potential threats, securing China's southern flank. But it's not just about military strategy. There's an economic angle too. With control over the Philippines, China would have access to rich fishing grounds and potentially vast undersea deposits of oil and natural gas. It's a tantalizing prospect that could fuel China's growth for decades to come. So we see that the Philippines is more than just an archipelago of over 7,000 islands. It's a linchpin, a key to unlocking dominance in the South China Sea and potentially a stepping stone towards global supremacy. But how does China plan to carry out this invasion? Stay tuned to find out. Now let's delve into the shocking details of China's covert invasion strategy. At the heart of the matter is an alarming escalation in China's military buildup. It's a strategy that has been decades in the making, with the People's Liberation Army steadily expanding its influence and capabilities since the turn of the millennium. From the deserts of Africa to the waters of Taiwan, China has been flexing its military muscle, running large-scale exercises and increasing its operational activities. Moreover, Chinese President Xi Jinping has reportedly ordered the military to prepare for a potential invasion scenario by 2027. This is not just a show of strength. It is a clear indication of China's ambition to displace the United States as the dominant global power. But the strategy goes beyond conventional military might. China has been engaging in provocative maritime actions, particularly in the South China Sea. This region, a vital artery of global trade, has been a hotbed of territorial disputes. China's assertive actions, from building artificial islands to deploying naval assets, are a cause for concern. These maneuvers are not just about control of the sea lanes. They are about asserting geopolitical dominance. In addition to this, we cannot overlook the specter of cyber threats. China has been accused of launching sophisticated cyber attacks against its adversaries. These are not just random acts of cybercrime, they are part of a larger strategy to disrupt, destabilize, and dominate. These actions, taken together, paint an alarming picture. China's covert invasion strategy is not just about military conquest. It's about asserting dominance in every sphere, from the physical to the digital. It's a strategy that could potentially destabilize the region and indeed the world. But what does this mean for the rest of the world? Keep watching to discover the global implications. So, what happens if China successfully invades the Philippines? How would the world change? Imagine for a moment the potential impact on global trade routes. The Philippines, a gateway to the South China Sea, is a crucial artery of global commerce. Millions of barrels of oil and billions of dollars worth of goods pass through these waters every day. If China controls the Philippines, it effectively controls this global thoroughfare. This could result in severe repercussions for international trade, potentially leading to price hikes and scarcity of goods worldwide. Now let's consider the potential political and military implications. An assertive China, emboldened by a successful invasion, could further destabilize the region. Countries like Taiwan, already in the crosshairs, may face increased threats. Furthermore, China's growing military presence in Africa, as seen in their training exercises with Tanzania and Mozambique, underscores their global ambitions. An unchecked China could lead to a shift in the balance of power, not only in the Indo-Pacific region, but also across the world. The balance of power in the region is also at risk. China's aim to displace the US as the dominant global power is no secret. A successful invasion of the Philippines could be a significant stepping stone towards this goal. It would embolden China's position in the region, potentially leading to increased tensions and conflict. The signs of psychological warfare are growing. Cyber threats, provocative maritime actions, and a covert invasion strategy all point to a systematic and calculated plan. The question then arises, what can we do to stop this? The answer is not simple, but it is clear that the situation calls for a concerted global response. Let's find out what that could look like in the next chapter. But before we dive into that, remember to hit the like button and subscribe to stay updated with our latest content. Let's continue to explore and question the world around us, because the more we know, the better prepared we can be. How can we counteract this potential threat? What actions can we take? As we delve into this, we must realize that the answer lies in a multi-pronged approach, one that combines defensive strategies, international cooperation, and diplomatic negotiations. But first, let's talk about defensive strategies. In this era of covert warfare, the importance of strengthening our cybersecurity cannot be overstated. The world needs to invest in advanced technologies, bolster its cyber defenses, and train the next generation of cyber warriors. This is not just about one nation, it's about the global community protecting itself from cyber threats that know no borders. Now, onto international cooperation. It's clear that no country can tackle this threat alone. We need a united front, a coalition of nations standing together in the face of such covert strategies. Sharing intelligence, pooling resources, and coordinating responses can make a world of difference. It's about time we prioritize global security over individual national interests. Lastly, we cannot underestimate the power of diplomatic negotiations and sanctions. They have the power to influence nations, alter their course of action. It's about making it clear that any acts of aggression or covert invasion strategies will not be tolerated. It's about showing that there are consequences for such actions, and they are severe. So the answer to our earlier question, the reason behind China's actions is a complex mix of geostrategic ambitions and power dynamics. It's a chess game on a global scale, and the stakes are high. But remember, knowledge is power. Awareness of these strategies, understanding their implications, is the first step in countering them. Stay informed, stay vigilant. Let's not be mere spectators in this global power play. It's time we take a stand, voice our concerns, and demand action from our leaders, because our security, our future, is worth fighting for. Subscribe for more amazing content. Keep wondering. Don't miss out on future explorations and discoveries. Hit subscribe and ring the bell to stay updated with our new content. Your journey of wonder continues with every video. Stay connected and engaged on social media. Continue the conversation, follow us. Thank you for being a part of the Have You Ever Wondered community. Keep wondering, keep discovering. Until next time.